So this video is a replay in the Skullcap, which is a tier 7 medium mercenary premium tank. And it's quite good. I'm not really sure I would particularly recommend picking this up, but I got it in a key card, so I can't really complain. I am doing the crunch contract, so I decided in parallel with the requirements of sort of medium heavy tanks, sort of tier 6 and up, I think for stage 7. With the theme of this season being sort of mercenary vehicles, I decided I might as well take all these mercenary tanks out that I've accumulated over the last sort of couple of years or so. Mercenary tanks are, I tend to earn them and then never play them. The bonuses the mercenary tanks get aren't particularly brilliant, and also the sort of they class them as tech tree, but the ones you actually unlock, there's not really anything to grind. There's not sort of anything to do apart from maybe get marks on it. So I tend to just play something else, to be honest. But yeah, with this this season's theme, I decided actually to try and play these tanks. So yeah, this is the Skullcap. It's pretty good. It's got some good armour on this. It's got quite a nice alpha gun. As you can see, fairly accurate. The equipment I've got is the optics, the RAM, and I've got a camo net in this video. I kind of, whenever I sort of spec tanks up, I'm tending to lean towards running a camo net now, just because I think a lot of tanks can't have vertical stabilizer or necessarily don't need it. I feel that fence is sometimes sort of not the best choice, because Brothers in Arms does a similar effect. So yeah, I've been running sort of camo net a lot more often than I would. But yeah, we're just trying to side scope against this Tiger one. We're bouncing a couple of shots here. Seems like we got a shot from that other tank that yellowed across, but we're just now just trying to get rid of this Tiger. Just aiming for the cupola, make sure that goes through. The penetrations on this vehicle is okay. We do run with quite a few premium shells. Yeah, the standard's okay, but as you can see, it did bounce on that Tiger one when it was sort of flat. The armour is flat to us. But my allies now, they're pushing around the corner, so I'm going to come back into this middle position. There is, looks like there's a platoon of a couple of TDs, so just being very cautious of sort of pushing this corner too much, but we've kind of lost the northern roads, so I'm thinking that we're going to, as usual, I always think that they're just going to try and cap. So falling back already. I think if there was a battle sort of in the sort of that northern flank, I probably would have pushed round. And as you can see, the mobility of this one's pretty good. And you're just waiting here to see what pushes our cap. The good thing about that cap circle is it's pretty big, so it's quite likely they're going to have to trigger it to come round. And also we've got the artillery up the hill, so if anyone tries to push up the hill by avoiding the cap, the artillery should be able to spot them. So I'm just trying to pick my position here as to where I want to fight. But it looks like they're not pushing around too much, and I've decided, well, there's not a lot's happening over here. The artillery's moving, not too sure if it's been spotted now. But it does seem as though a lot of the team have just kind of camped their base as well. Yeah, I've decided that I don't think they're actually going to, and then when I decide that I'm going to go, we get someone in our cap. So this is what I was sort of planning on, that they would eventually come around and try and cap, and I wasn't too sure if they would try and actually just push around and drive through and sort of shoot us in the back. So that's what I was thinking here, that they'd come through, but it doesn't look like they are. I've loaded the premium just because of the heavy tanks. We've got someone that went up the slope, which I would have done, and probably that would have happened to me as well. but now we're just coming around here. We know that these are two heavies over here. The artillery's in their base, the light's in their base. Get a nice shot into the IO. We're just trying to get a shot in here just to reset that one. So yeah, reset both tanks there, which is good. Yeah, it completely destroyed my gun, that shot that came in. But luckily we had the repair kit. Now just yellowing. The other heavy tanks sort of withdrawn. This one's kind of isolated, so best just go in. Making sure that last one goes in. And yeah, the artillery gets a good shot in to get the kill. So yeah, the enemy light tank falls off a cliff somewhere. So then we've got the artillery to hunt down. So yeah, a bit of a defensive game this one, but I think sometimes it's important that I think if I hadn't sort of held back a bit, I think we were in a bit of a risk of actually being capped out. So unfortunately, sometimes it is better to sort of hang back, make sure that you can get a reset. Got some damage out of it as well, which was good. Sometimes I tend to not bother with the cap. I'd rather go out and get an extra couple of shots of damage somewhere. But yeah, I think they were going to try and cap us out quite quickly there. So yeah, I think it was definitely worth hanging back. Pretty sure the artillery is up on that hill now. Seeing our artillery traces come in. Not too sure if a tree's been knocked over there or something. But we're just going to go around. I'm trying to avoid getting proxy spotted, so just taking a bit of a wide line through here. But get spotted regardless. It's obviously going to be aiming at me. It seems, I think it's probably just aiming here, and it is. Looks like it's just fired, so it's now just a case of trying to get up this hill. Just cannot get the gun down. And yeah, thankfully, fires in front of me and get the kill of the artillery. So yeah, quite a good game. Get 3 kills there, just under 3,000 damage, which isn't too bad for a tier 7. So yeah, Skullcap. Not too sure if it's necessarily a premium tank worth buying. I think of all the premium tanks for mercenaries, I think the Absolution is the one to buy. But the Skullcap was quite a nice little surprise out of the key card, so yeah, quite happy getting it. And yeah, nice little tank. It's quite fun to play actually.